I wasn't what she from there. Let her come down first. Where are you from? LA? Where? I'm born in LA. California, stand up. They got big trees out there.
All right, let's start with wherever the mic is over there. Okay, we have Michael got it. Oh, Michael.
Yeah, I guess if either one of you want to weigh in this, one of the things that Becky said is how much the communication on defense, that's been an issue, and the turnovers. I wonder if you both can maybe weigh in a little bit about what can change about both of those things and she said just staying in front of your man, if you will, on defense. What can change about that stuff when you're games?
Well, our turnovers really hurt us in the first half. Like, how many did you say we had in the first half? I think it was 11, and we ended the game with 12.
And we scored 20 points off it.
Yes, they scored 20 points off turnovers in the first half. So we changed that, just a few of those possessions. It's a different ballgame going into halftime, and now we're not climbing out of a hole periodically. Every time we will make a run, they will make one right back. And a lot of those possessions, it would either be in the first half or turnovers, and then in the second, they would get into the paint a little bit. Sabrina especially getting into the paint, and but it's everybody. It's not just one person stopping those players.
All right, let's go. Andrew, Ben, Alexa, go to the back.
Just for you, AC, in terms of after the game was over, you guys get in the huddle and you had the calm and resolve to say, hey, they handle business on their court. Is the message just saying we'll just have to handle business on our court and that we got the formula to turn the series around? Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a series for a reason. You know, there's no championship won off of 2 wins. And, you know, I've had a lot of playoff experience where I've been up 2-0, and the series is not over. Been down 2-0, series is not over. It goes to 5 games for a reason. So I think just keeping that mentality, like, you know, we came out here with the mindset of tonight was a must-win. Like, you know, we wanted to come here and get one. But, yeah, just keeping that same mentality of it's 5 games for a reason. We're going to go home. We're going to be back in front of our fans, be on our home court, and we're just going to, you know, our plan is to go home and take care of business.
Ben?
For EC also down here. You know, Becky just described, you know, their production of 3 minutes a layup clinic, like a layup clinic. I guess why were they able to get so many uncontested layups around the room?
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to go back and find out. No, but honestly, I think, you know, we touched on communication after last game, and I do think our communication was better tonight, but I just think, you know, down the stretch when we needed it to be upped a little bit more, we didn't. And like I said before, like they're a team that capitalizes on your mistakes. They're too good for, you know, for us to make mistakes. That's why spotting them 20 points off our turnovers, you know, on their home court it's not going to win us a basketball game. But we still had opportunities to win this game tonight, and came up short. But we just got to do a better job, giving a little more resistance in the rim.
Chelsea, Coach has talked a lot about this team needing to refine its edge after maybe not having it earlier this season, maybe doing so in the last month, but that edge hasn't been here, at least this year so far. For you guys to make history and come back in this series, what does this team need to do to rediscover that edge?
I think it just starts with our mentality from the beginning, being the aggressor on both ends of the floor. I thought there were a lot more glimpses of it tonight for game 2 than the first game. We didn't have it at all. But it's going to take a full 40 to be able to get it done. And like you said, make history. I mean, I love being in history books, so might as well try to start there. So that's going to be our mentality. Like, obviously, it is a must-win for the series to continue. That's our mindset. It was our mindset tonight. We came up short. Like she said, we still have an opportunity to win the game. You change a couple possessions in that first half, and maybe we're up 4 instead of trying to climb back and tying it. But our mentality is that's what our edge is going to come from.
All right, let's go. Andy, then I'm sorry I don't know your name. Sorry.
Thanks, Jiggy.
Okay.
Chelsea, question for you. You're not the only team that Sabrina is able to turn the corner on that left-hand drive. Why is she so effective going to the left? She doesn't look like she's got blazing, I mean, she's fast, but she's not blazingly fast, and she just seems to be able to turn that corner on that left-hand drive. Why is she so effective getting to the hoop from that side?
I think it's multiple reasons. First of all, it depends who's in the action. They have shooters with Stewie popping, and sometimes the post may want to go back into three-point shot. She has a nice change of speed, and she can shoot the basketball beyond the arc really well. And so when you have a player like that, she's playing at her speed and her pace, it puts you on her heels sometimes, and those reads can be difficult. But also, like, I think our help side wasn't on point today as well, and we were late coming to action, then it's kind of a trickle-down effect. But when she's coming off the screen and you have Stewie setting, you want to try to get back to her on the three-point line, and JJ hit a three at the top of the key. That was tough. So they have shooting around her, which is good. Like, that's what they're supposed to do. But we'll figure some things out, watch film, and get better.
Thank you.
For both of you, talking about regaining that edge, as veteran leaders, I'm curious what you say to do that, to tap into that mentality, or if it's something that doesn't even have to be said at this point because it's just understood.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you don't understand what's at stake come Friday, there's nothing we can say. So I think just, leaning into that, our veteran presence, understanding what is at stake, and it's either we win and continue the series or we don't. And so that in itself is enough to find your own edge.
Last two?
Hi, I'm Shanae. Just curious to know, this is no specifics with the playoffs. Just curious to know, as two players who have played in New York numerous times, and of course at home and other cities, how would you describe the energy in New York City, in Barclays Center, compared to others and as well as home?
Yeah, I mean, I've been around the league. I've been here for a minute now, and I remember coming to New York when they didn't have a lot of fans in the stands, and so to be able to see what it's grown into is really great for our league. It's it's a testament to the ownership, the buy-in that they have for our players in this league and the players here in this organization. And for a storied franchise, this is one of the original franchises of our league, and so to be able to see it garner the respect, garner the fandom of New York City, I think it's pretty dope to see as an OG of this league. And it's one of the places you love to play in. New York fans they're passionate about their teams. They're going to boo you. They're going to be rowdy for their team, and that's what you love. Those are the kind of environments as a professional you want to play in. And so, we have the best. I feel like the best fan base, and just the way they continue to show up. But for sure, Las Vegas and New York are going to show up, and that's something that I'm honored and privileged that I get to play in front of on different nights.
Howard, close us out.
Chelsea, Alicia, for both of you, you have both won championships, not just here, but you've won championships elsewhere. You guys are max effort players your entire career. So when Coach talks about something like edge, I guess I'm trying to understand, obviously you both and throughout this roster know what it takes to win a championship. Why would something like that be missing? And do you both know a way, or have you even experienced a team that finds it midway through the playoffs? Or do you think there really is a gap between what you guys brought this year and what you brought the last 2 years?
I think edge shows up in different ways. I don't think it's always like you see somebody yelling to the crowd. I think you're showing edge by how you dive on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's moments where you get there, like you box somebody else, box somebody out, and they don't even touch it. And you're going and you go get an and one. Like edge shows up in different ways that people show it. And so those little plays and those moments, that's our edge, that's our swagger. When we knock down a shot and we have that energy and we come back on defense and get another stop and make them call a timeout, that's the edge she's talking about. I don't think there's something in particular that you'll really see, but we know it's there, and it's the energy that we feel in our locker room. And so when she's saying that, that's what I take from it. It's like that locker room and how we kind of communicate and go throughout a game. Like it's us. It's all with each other, and so that's the edge I feel like she's talking about.
Can I just to that end, like, can that be captured mid-playoffs?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, ladies.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They're traveling home tonight. They will not practice tomorrow, but will practice on Thursday, likely 11 to 1, but we'll let you know more specifics tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you.
Like 30